a podcast about nothing.
We have this idea of what parenting should be.
Yeah.
And I try to debunk that in every sense, every way. Like, this is not how it should be. And then, the truth is that no one really knows what they're doing. We're really just trying to figure it out, and it is okay.
Absolutely. In my book, The Awakened Family, I debunk all these mythologies that have been passed down to us about how parents and parenting should be. Yeah. And each one of them, things like our children should be happy, or love is all you need, or we need to be in control, or our children need to be successful. We all have these ideas about parenting, and they are all false. And this is why we're set up to feel shame as parents, to feel guilt, and to really disenfranchise ourselves and then our children. So my work, and it's continuing in Superpowered, is to debunk these mythologies and to really ask parents to re-examine all these pillars we've based parenting on. And the fundamental error we make is that we are here to raise our children. And when we do that, we objectify our children as somebody or something that we get to raise and contour in a fantasy of our making. This is the primary error. And to topple that is the new paradigm, or what I call the conscious parenting paradigm, which understands that we have to raise ourselves. And when we raise ourselves and use our children and that relationship as a teacher, as a guide, as an usher to our awakening, then we release our children to be free to their destiny. So we're starting wrong. We need to raise our children. Just that one sentence is a false sentence. We need to raise ourselves. So just that, we're starting on the wrong foot. And the foot we're starting on is called the ego. We're starting on the parental ego. We are here to raise them. How full of narcissism is that? And we don't even dare to ask, well, have we raised ourselves? Have we really grown up? I say always, we're not adults just because we're chronologically have some fancy 2-digit numbers after our name.
She says that all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, we're not adults at all. We're just walking, talking, serious acting out toddlers.
I say that all the time. Oh my goodness. It's like we're all 7 years old, 4 years old.
Throwing temper tantrums.
I'll give you till 7. Yes, 7 is really being very fine.
7 is the maturity of it.
It's the mature ones.
7-year-olds.
And then just because we are rebellious or we have tattoos, it's okay because adolescence is a repetition of toddlerhood. So maybe we're 15-year-olds, having sex all over the place or wanting to have sex. So we think we're more grown up, but we're not. We just know how to pay our bills and flush the toilet.
Yes.
And maybe comb our hair and brush our teeth without being reminded. But this is the guise of the ego of the adult. We think we're so adult, and now we get to raise these beings, and we're just messing it all up. We're just recreating, actually, great childhood trauma. Sorry to say.
Yeah,
and as a therapist, this is what I'm undoing. And listen, this is not to put us down. I've traumatized my own child by my own wounds. And I'm not afraid to say it. This is just the way the world turns. And your kid is just going to have to, grow up and heal themselves. That's not the problem. The problem is that we think we're not creating our childhood wounds. That's where we have the danger. It's not that we're doing it and now we need to feel guilty. We need to be aware that we are and be okay with owning that and seeing the havoc that we're wreaking on the next generation, all in the guise of this parental love.